Hello stars! This is your Diva Star and welcome back to my beautiful channel. For today's vlog episode, I'm taking a break from my unboxing videos, but instead, I'll be featuring my top 21 picks for this year's Miss Universe 2020. Who's your bet? And also, I'll be answering the magic question if Rabiya Mateo has a chance to bag the 5th crown for the Philippines. So, let's start! My fascination about beauty pageants started when I was like around 4 or 5 years old. I remembered watching the Miss Universe pageant being aired in GMA7 with my cousins, and normally Miss Universe is being telecast every May, and this year's pageant, the 2020th edition, is being telecast on May 16th, that's May 17th here in Manila. So I'm so excited about it. Growing up as a kid in the 80s and 90s, I've idolized a lot of our beautiful Filipino representatives to Miss Universe. Who would forget the iconic gown made by Mamang Rene Salud for Desiree Verdadero, who placed 3rd runner-up in the Miss Universe 1984 edition. The same goes with the 1980 3rd runner-up Miss Chat Silayan, who also placed 3rd runner-up. In the 90s, my all-time favorite Philippine candidate, which is Charlene Bonin Gonzalez. At that time, Charlene Gonzalez, who placed in the top 6 and made a mark for herself with her iconic line, high tide or low tide. And in the 1999 edition, we've almost bagged the crown through Miriam Kiambao when she lost the crown to Miss Botswana at that time. In the year 2000, we've experienced a 9-year drought, and they're calling it the Dark Ages. I beg to disagree because we've sent candidates who are really fabulous and more prepared. It's just so happened that the format at the time is quite different from the format that we're having in 2010 onwards. During the days in 1980s and 1990s, they're only selecting the top 10 or the top 12. And we've had a lot of candidates during the 90s and 80s or kung sabaga, they could have placed in the top 10 or semi-finalist. Take, for example, Abigail Arenas in 1997. She's actually number 11 with only a 0.01 difference against India. Diba? The same goes with Jem Padilla, who also placed number 11. The very high rank or scores also of Joan Quintas, who actually is the first Filipino representative to wear 2-piece in Namibia. So I beg to disagree. I think we've sent a lot of beautiful candidates through the years. It just so happened that the format is quite different. Come 2010, Venus Ra finally ended the drought of the Philippines in the Miss Universe beauty pageant when she landed as the 4th runner-up. And as they say, the rest is history. And to date, we've actually made it to the semifinals in the Miss Universe 10 years straight. Ang galing, di ba? Ang bongga-bongga. And this year is our 11th chance to be in the semifinals through our representative Rabiya Mateo. Will she win? She has the chance to become the 5th Miss Universe. Will she bring home that crown for the Philippines? I'll be answering that question later. Alright, so for the 2020 Miss Universe edition, I'm so excited. There are 74 confirmed delegates, and I like the new format compared to the previous years. I think for the previous 3 or 4 years they're getting top 5 finalists from each continent and region, and then 5 finalists as wild card. I think that's kind of unfair because what if the region has, a certain region, let's say Asia, has a lot of beautiful ladies, but then there are only 5 slots for them. So, diba? Medyo unfair. But then again, for this year, it's quite different because they're getting top 21 semi-finalists regardless from what region or continent you belong. And then after top 21, they'll be competing for swimsuit. After the swimsuit round, they'll be trimming the ladies into the top 10. The top 10 ladies will actually model their evening gowns, and then from the top 10 they'll be getting their final 5 for the Q&A, and then they'll be getting the winners. Okay, so I have my phone because I've listed all the names and the candidates just to make sure that I have accuracy on my list. My first choice is Romania, Bianca Tiersin. I so love her face. It's so beautiful and pretty, and it would be very nice for Romania to place in the semifinals or even in the final 5. She's not just a beautiful face. I've observed how she presents herself during interviews, and she's very candid and a good speaker, so I think she has a big chance for Romania to win the Miss Universe. My second pick is India, Adeline Quadros Castellino. Currently, she's the most favorite, or she's the favorite to win the crown. I like the face, very exotic, and her fashion sense is impeccable. And at the same time, it would be nice to India to come back and win, if not the Miss Universe, being in the top 3 again, because once, like in the 90s and early 2000s, Miss Universe pageant has a fetish for Miss India. The same fetish that Philippines is enjoying right now. And they're considered as a strong sash country as well. So hopefully she wins, and this will be a great victory for them considering what's happening in India right now because of the surge in COVID cases. I think this will be an illuminating light for the people of India, and I want her to win. I kind of like her to win this year, Miss India. She's one of my favorites. She's definitely my top 5. My third pick is, of course, the beautiful Andrea Meza of Mexico. She's actually a software engineer, and she advocates to stop gender violence. She's statuesque, she's very tall, and her face is very, very gorgeous, a strong face, and she embodies the beauty of Mexico. So I would want her to win as well. She's my favorite. I love how she styles herself. So let's see. My fourth pick is Canada, Nova Stevens. She's not yet the favorite right now, but she made a buzz earlier during the competition when people actually bashed her for her color. On the contrary, I actually love her color. It's very exotic and sublime skin tone, and at the same time, she's the first Black representative of Canada, and of course Miss Universe would like to have a lot of firsts. And plus, she's gonna be wearing an evening gown created by our very own Michael Cinco, so I think she has a great chance of being in the top 21. Let's hope for the best. I love her. My fifth pick is Peru's Hanik Macera de Castillo. She has a gorgeous face. It's an effortlessly beautiful face that Miss Universe organization would love to have. Of course, when you say Miss Universe, it has to be a beautiful woman. It's a beauty pageant, and someone who could actually talk, and someone who could represent their goals and their vision as an organization. And I think Peru actually has a very strong chance this year. So let's see. She's an early favorite. She's in the top 3, top 5, but then towards the latter part of the pageant, she's bubbling down. I don't know, but for sure she'll be in the top 21. Good luck. My sixth pick for the Miss Universe is Nepal's Anshika Sharma. She's actually an advocate for child education. Another statuesque lady, and she's been very consistent in how she presents herself. I love the styling. I love all the gorgeous clothes. She's also very photogenic. She can come in as very strong face, with a very strong face, and at the same time she can transform into this beautiful and charming lady. So Nepal, I think, would have a great chance to be in the finals. My number 7 pick is Thailand's Amanda Obdam, though I would confess that I'm not a big fan of hers, but she has a great fan base, huge fan base competing with the Philippines, and she's making a lot of buzz as well. But I'll be very frank, is it high time for Thailand to win this year? I think they'll have to wait for another year, but she's gonna be there for sure. All right, my number 8 pick is Myanmar's Candy Thuzar. Have you seen her face? She's really, really gorgeous and beautiful. The camera loves her. To be honest, she's one of my picks for Miss Photogenic, aside from our very own Rabiya Mateo. So I hope that she really do well in the pageant, considering what's happening in her country right now. I think this will be a very, very nice gift to Myanmar and a very good reminder that there is beauty and peace in the world. My 9th pick is Venezuela's Maria Angela Villamil Ortega, a model, writer, baker, and entrepreneur. We already know this, that Venezuelans are very, very consistent in beauty pageants, most especially Miss Universe, and they've already mastered the formula. And aminin natin, during the 80s and 90s, we Filipinos somehow emulate these Venezuelan candidates. So their pasarela is really, really beautiful or sublime, and I think she's gonna be there in the top 21. I'm not sure if she's gonna be in the top 10 or top 5, but definitely a top 21 material. Good luck. My number 10th pick is Brazil's Julia Gama, an ambassadress against Hansen's disease. Brazil has always been consistent in Miss Universe. They're always placing in the semifinals and even in the top 5. I hope that soon, if not this year, they'll be able to back their crown already. They've been very consistent. I love her styling. Her hair is gorgeous. The face is fierce. So I don't know. It's just it's basically a matter of luck at the end of the day. So I wish her well. My number 11 pick is Puerto Rico's Estefania Soto Torres. And last year, as we all know, they won first runner-up. South Africa won the title. Will it be a payback time this year? I think there's a big chance that Puerto Rico wins this year, aside from the fact that she's really, really beautiful, gorgeous face, very photogenic, carries herself very, very well, and she's a very good speaker as well. She is a host of her very own podcast show in Puerto Rico. So I think she has a big chance of not only being in the top 21, but winning it up to the top 5. Let's see. All right, my number 12 pick is South Africa's Natasha Joubert, who is the founder and owner of Natalia Jeffrey's fashion line. Well, she's very fashionable. I love all the clothes that she's been wearing in the pageant. Gorgeous smile, and definitely a good speaker. So, will there be a back-to-back win for South Africa? 70 to 80% chance. So let's see. Good luck. All right, my 13th pick is Bolivia's Lenka Nemer. Well, Latinas are well known for doing well in beauty pageants. And I wouldn't be surprised if Nenka would be there in the top 21. She carries herself really, really well all throughout the pageant week. Let's see, I'm not sure if she'll be in the top 10, but she's definitely a top 21 material. All right, my 14th pick is Australia's Maria Thatil. She's of Indian descent. I've seen her videos and interviews, and she can really express herself really, really well. An eloquent speaker. I think that is her advantage among the other delegates, and I wish that she really performs really well. All right, my 15th pick is Vietnam's Nguyen Tran Can Van, who also represents One Body Village. There's something about Asians that evolve during the last 10 years, and they've become really strong contestants through the years. They're more prepared, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. Vietnam is a strong contender, most especially in the Asian region. And she's very tall and very pretty and very, very charming. So I wish her well. My number 16th pick is Costa Rica's Yvonne Cerdas Cascante, who's also a software engineer, one of the strong Latina contenders again. She's very alluring, very charming, and I love her gowns. Very, very well made. So I think she's gonna be there in the top 21. My number 17th is Chile's Daniela Nicolas. We're not seeing much of her, but I really love her face. I think she has one of the most gorgeous faces in this year's edition. She's not really tall. That might hurt her chances in the finals, but I'd love to see her in the top 21. She's really, really gorgeous. My 18th pick is Viva la France. It's France's Amandine Petit. We all know that France is very, very consistent, primarily because, of course, they're the fashion capital of the world, and they always have the best gowns, best styling, and there's something about French ladies wherein they're very, very gorgeous and charming. So she's pretty much hard to miss this year. So she's definitely going to be in the top 21. All right, let's go to number 19. It's Argentina's Alina Luz Axelrad. She's actually an author. Very, very eloquent. Very gorgeous and statuesque lady. She's actually one of the tall delegates for this year's edition. Pretty much very consistent. I'm not sure if she has a big chance in going all the way up to the top 10 or top 5, but definitely 100% she should be in the top 21 this year. All right, 2 more spots remain, and the number 20th pick of Diva Star is Laos Christina Las. She's not the typical Laos beauty because she has a mixture of Laos and Belarus blood in her. I just so love the mix. The face is very, very beautiful, effortlessly beautiful, if I may say, and she's very charming. I hope that her performance would translate to a top 21 finish at least, so I wish her well. All right, so we're down to the last candidate. Top 21 pick of Diva Star is, of course, our very own Miss Philippines, Rabiya Mateo. I would say that this girl is very, very competitive. She has what it takes. She did her assignment. She worked hard for this crown, and she's basically representing the Philippines really, really well. Seeing her performance and presentation since day one, I would say that she really did her assignment. She's very, very diligent. Now, as to the question if she will be the 5th Miss Universe of the Philippines, eto na. So, I'll be very honest and objective about it, but okay. If she'll be the 5th Miss Universe from the Philippines, I think no. I think it's not yet the time again for the Philippines to win the 5th crown. Not because we just won a few years ago, but I think ang hirap, baka mabash ako. Ganito na lang. She would definitely make the top 21 cut. If she makes it all the way up to the top 5, which is the Q&A round or the final question, then she has a great chance of winning the 5th crown. But remember, there'll be the swimsuit round first, then elimination, and then evening gown, then elimination, then top 5. Okay, swimsuit, I'm not so sure. I'm not a big fan of her in swimsuit, but evening gown, but just basing it on the record of the Philippines, we always do really well when it comes to the evening gown because we have very good designers, and it's innate and natural for our Filipino candidates to be very classy and graceful in evening gowns. So, yun lang yun. If she surpasses those elimination rounds, hanggang sa Q&A, then I think she has a big chance of winning. But no matter what, doon pa lang sa performance niya and how she represented the Philippines, it's already a huge honor for us, and we're really, really proud of her. So again, I have nothing against her. It's just my honest opinion. I'm just being objective, looking at all the 74 candidates. So again, may the best woman win this year. So that's about it, guys. I hope that you love today's vlog episode, and we wish all the candidates well. Hindi birong mag-represent ang country, and how toxic and stressful definitely the schedule of the ladies, and considering that it's also pandemic, diba? So I give it to them. Congratulations to everyone. May the best woman win, and may the best woman represent the universe. And at the same time, let's stop hate. Just love, love, love. Okay, at mga neighboring countries, shout out to Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam, diba? And all the Filipino pageant lovers. So let's celebrate womanhood. Let's celebrate the beauty of the universe. Until my next vlog episode, this is your Diva Star. Cheers!